Hello and happy summertime, fellow sleepwalkers and Red Dawn devotees. This is David, Red Dawn's fearless social media admin, coming at you this week all the way from Edmonton, Alberta. No, Red Dawn hasn't moved its offices to America's Hat. I just really wanted to see cops on horseback and then got stuck when they closed the border for COVID last year. Bad news, they drive cars now. Please send warm clothes. Anyway, let's move on and get to the important stuff. We got a lot to cover and only a little bit of time, so we gotta cram through this. I'm coming at you today because I wanted you to be the first to know about our new campaign to give back. Today, I'm officially announcing Red Dawn's Haircuts for the Homeless, a charity drive and fashion intervention. If you've been joining us for our Red Dawn Happy Hour every Friday at 4 p.m., congratulations, you already know what I'm about to tell you. However, stick around because we need to hammer out these details. But if you haven't been joining us for our Friday Happy Hour, why do you hate fun so much? Seriously, how often do you get to see a company marketing team implode in real time? Answer, every Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern when we live stream it on our Facebook page. For a minimum of 60 minutes every Friday, Zach and I sputter mindless sentence fragments, mercilessly insult each other, and take any and all questions from our live viewing audience. You should be there. Got a question about our new products? This is your chance. Now let's get back to the matter at hand. First, it's not what it sounds like, or at least not quite. Haircuts for the Homeless is not, I repeat, not a campaign to pay the salon tab for the less fortunate among us. It's our way to convince Zach to finally cut his damn hair while doing some good for people who need it at the same time. Talk about two birds. A very long story made much shorter. We've been trying to convince Zach to ditch that 10-year-old Bieber look for as long as he's been at the company, but to no avail. That is, until we brought money into it. But Zach's not a greedy dude. In fact, underneath that prepubescent mop, there's a heart of gold, which is why he agreed to trim the locks if you guys help out a good cause. What's the good cause? I'm glad you asked. Or at least, I'm glad that I asked me on your behalf. We are partnering up with our good friend Brandon Bushnell from Sultan, Washington, who over the past 2 years has become the unofficial caretaker of the homeless population in his town. Now every week, Brandon cooks enough food for a banquet, he loads it all into his vehicle, and then carts it all around town to ensure that every one of these souls that society has forgotten goes to sleep that night with a full belly. And depending on the time of year, he'll also bring any number of other items. Blankets, jackets, gloves in the winter, water, Gatorade, popsicles, etc. in the summer. The beauty of this is that unlike a lot of charities we could donate to, there's no bloated administrative structure to siphon off all the proceeds. Since this is a one-man operation, every dollar we give goes straight to those who need it the most. In fact, Brandon has set up a separate account that we can access so we can monitor how every single penny we bring in from this is spent. No gimmicks here, guys. This is full transparency. Plus, Zach finally cuts his hair. So let's break down the possibilities. First, if we're able to raise $1,000 for Brandon's initiative, Zach will cut his hair in one of the following styles. The options are the short faux hawk from menshairstyletoday.com, the sideswept crew cut, also from menshairstyletoday.com, or the asymmetrical high and tight. And yes, that's me. Zach's been making fun of my chosen hairstyle for a few months now, so I think it would be hilarious if we all chipped in and made him get the same one. Now, how do we choose? We don't. You do. Go to the URL you see at the bottom of the screen and cast your vote when you make a donation. I don't want to try to influence your vote, but let's be real. We can do way more than $1,000. That's why for $2,500, Zach gets a wrestler mullet and has to keep it for an entire month. We can verify this just by tuning in to the Facebook live stream every Friday and verifying that glorious mane. Business front, party back, folks. Want to take it further? Get us to $5,000 and he'll shave his head completely, down to the skin. And finally, for a whopping $10,000, Zach has agreed to take a big razor to his entire body. Yes, his entire body, and we'll live stream the process. Now clearly we don't want to go to Facebook jail, so some regions will be blurred or covered up. Guys, this is an amazing opportunity to make a lasting difference in the lives of people who truly need our help. Remember, there's no overhead. Everything donated goes to feeding and clothing the homeless of Sultan, Washington. Even without the extra fun of ruining Zach's week, this should be a no-brainer. Let's do this. But also, I really want to see man baby Zach.